Welcome to the second devlog for Project BodyFrame. I'm Bakiside and I'll show you all of the new features I've made in the past couple of weeks. I've redesigned the UI, implemented scene transitions with game saving included, and I've started working on the fighting mechanic. You might want to stick around to the end for some pretty epic fight scenes. Terrible. If you're interested in watching me fail at game development, you can check me out on Twitch, where I develop most of the things shown in this devlog. Also, if you've noticed, I've upgraded my microphone, so leave a like on the video if you like the sound improvement. The first thing I want to show you is the UI redesign. The UI used to be boring and very ugly. In fact, it was so ugly it was a shame of itself, and it didn't even work. This is what I came up with. While it certainly won't win any UI design awards, it's a good start, and at least it now works. But let me know in the comments down below how you feel about it. Any suggestions are welcome since it's the first time I've done pixel art for the UI. The way the UI works is basically the same. I've changed the button animations to fit the current art and I've added the sound effect. The one change I made was to move the inventory panel as a standalone UI element, instead of appearing next to the pause menu since that looked cluttered. And this way I'll be able to create tabs for further UI elements such as the map, character outfit, and so on. I've also made the inventory panel reachable by pressing the I button on the keyboard. I've also added a great quality of life feature with making the minimap and the health bar area, as well as the money counter disappear when you reach the appropriate edge of the map. The effect can definitely use some polish, as most of the things in the game at the moment, but I'm currently trying to implement everything and then make a cohesive finish throughout. If you were watching the stream when I was doing this, you might have seen me made this atrocity. It was late, okay? Everyone has one of these moments. There, I fixed it. The next thing I've added is a scene transition. Now at first you were able to enter the boxing arena just by walking at the door. But I quickly realized that it's not a good idea since I've accidentally entered the boxing arena way too many times. So that allowed me to create more UI elements. Yay! The transition is pretty cool. I can easily adjust the message and the button. The game state in the current scene is saved, and then I load the state of the new scene. So once you exit back to the main scene, you end up where you'd expect. No, I said where you'd expect. That's right. At the front of the boxing arena. I promise I didn't spend 2 hours stressing why it didn't work. I totally know what I'm doing. I'm very good at game development. So now that we're in the boxing arena, we can notice two things. Wow, it's empty, and wow, those are some ugly floor tiles. It looked good until it didn't, alright? I have better art prepared for the boxing arena, I just haven't gotten around to it. And every time I look at it, I think of a couple of things I should add. So it's a work in progress. That's one of the things I'll do in one of my future streams. Twitch.tv/Bakiside. In the boxing arena, I've been working on melee fighting. Now this is the area that still leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, I only spent like 2 hours making it, so of course it's not perfect. If nothing else, I've got some interesting interactions going on. My plan is to have this boxing arena be part of the story. This will only be a minor spoiler, but just in case. In the first chapter, you'll only be able to enter it, but a bunch of bad guys are going to beat you up. Or you can of course beat them up. Either way, that's all that will be available. I wanted to be here just to kind of show the things to come. In the continuation, it will be a tournament style arena, just as a side quest of sorts that you can do. It's pretty common, I believe, but a nice addition nonetheless. I've decided to show you this fighting mechanic despite it not being anywhere close to finished or perfect, because that's what game development is all about. Trying different things, failing countless times, but using all of that to learn, so your next attempt can be better. Before we get to the final update, I've promised to show you an epic fighting montage. For those of you who can't stand violence, don't worry, it's really short.
Whoa, this place is huge. Where is everyone?
Hey, you better get out of here before I beat you up.
Yeah, like I'm afraid of you. I can beat you up before you can say sorry.
But you should be afraid of all of us. Come, brothers. We have an intruder to kill.
Ada!
The last thing for us to do is to take a look at the redesigned dialogue UI and take a short look at how it works. As you can see, the art style of the elements fits the rest of the UI. I've added a less transparent background to it though to make sure the text is nicely visible. Now there is also a proper area for the character portrait, which I think adds a lot since the characters in-game are not as detailed. It gives you a chance to connect with the NPCs. The way the text appears has also changed. I've made the NPC's text appear on the right and the player's text on the left. Hopefully this makes it easier to recognize who is saying what. I know a lot of similar games use a dialogue system where you're kind of pressing the next button, but I want the player to have a choice as to how the conversation goes, and based on those choices, the story progresses. I've demonstrated this in the first devlog and you can check that out here if you haven't already. And that does it for this one. I'll try to upload devlogs more frequently. If you liked it, you can like the video, comment your favorite part down below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.